Yeah, just really proud of our team's effort. Defensively, we got off to a little bit of a rough start, and they hit some shots early in the first quarter. But our rebounding effort to beat somebody 53-29 on the boards is a really solid number. And I thought defensively, we made some adjustments. We started kind of trying to get through screens and then decided we needed to switch. So I thought the kids did a good job of just executing the game plan again. And obviously, Lindsay had a really great game with her numbers, and just glad to see her get a little bit more confidence going into conference play.
How pleased were you with your team's effort tonight in locking down Bryce Nixon?
Yeah, I mean, she had 6 points in the first quarter, and then she didn't score again until the fourth quarter with that 3, and then she got a 2. I think she finished with 11. But I thought we did a great job. Credit to Ivy and Kamari, who were on her most of the night. I thought did a tremendous job on really trying to shut her down. When you're able to take away the best player on the other team, it makes things difficult because their offense usually runs through them. And so those two guys specifically did a really nice job.
Okay. Yeah, Cameron, the big thing is neither team has played in a week, but even a team that's 1-11, sometimes coaches have said in the past that you just never, they can be dangerous because during that 1 week they might find something that works for them in practice. So how great was it to see the execution of NKU?
Absolutely. I was more nervous for this game than I was for the Cincinnati game, believe it or not, because you're right. When you're struggling a little bit and you come in and those kids play hard, they play extremely hard, and she's a good coach, and they're trying to get things figured out. It's just you always hope they don't get it figured out against you. And so, and then when teams shoot a lot of threes, which they do, they average 8 made threes a game, and they had 8 on us. But, that 3-point shot changes things. So I'm just glad our kids came out pretty focused. It took us a little bit to get going. That was a little bit maybe of the Christmas cobwebs maybe. But once we got going, I felt pretty good about where we were.
And, as much as people talk about Lindsay and Ivy and scoring, obviously Lindsay had another double tonight, but, the old saying goes, you don't have to score to help the team. So people like yourself and Trinity and others, the small things you do, how does that go a long way to help them be successful?
I just think small things matter to the bigger picture. You add those small pieces and you make that one big picture that comes out and win. And I think those are the little things like Lindsay, she scored. But when other people add in the small things, it creates this one big picture of winning the ball game in the end.
And if I can piggyback on that, because you're right, sometimes the players that aren't showing up in the stat sheet as much have a lot to do with our success. Every day in practice, Ellie has to guard Lindsay. And so, she makes Lindsay better in practice every day. And those are the things that people don't see. Trinity guards Emmy every day. And, they're constantly going against each other. And you can see things, you can't fake the chemistry that our team has. They cheer for each other, they care about each other on the bench. You can see it happen. But it's Ellie helps Lindsay be who Lindsay is, and I think Lindsay would be the first person to say that. And so a lot of credit goes to those guys in practice every day, and they're fighting and they want playing time too, but they're still here for the team, which says a lot about them and who they are.
Yeah, and Lindsay, talk about knowledge. Have any of you seen the original Iron Man movie? Have you seen it, Cam?
I have.
Okay, well, you remember the scene where he comes out of the cave and the bad guys throw everything he has at him, and then he says, "My turn." And so in the second quarter, you guys, they took their best shot, but you counterpunched, pulled away. I mean, what's that say about how you guys are able to withstand and hold your will to get another big Horizon League win?
Mm-hmm. I think I said it last time, but I think our team is very mature. And I still think back to our 3-game losing streak where we learned from that, and I think it's showing. And that I feel like we've had a couple of good third quarters. And I think that's really helped us, and I think we just got to keep being strong and being together, and we'll be just fine, I think.
Okay. And one last thing I was going to ask you, Lindsay, is that, the one time you scored through a double team right in the post. And, Wright State conversely, it seems like a lot of times they get into the middle and they would just hesitate, didn't know whether to take it, and they they passed it out. So I think they have 1 or 2 5-second calls as a result. So when it comes to making decisions, how vital is it to just go with your gut or go with what you're coached and stick with it and not hesitate, because a lot of times you hesitate, you travel.
I think there's a couple of things, like Coach Witt said, like we play how we practice. We practice really hard. Like Ellie's guarding me all the time. She's very long, physical. So I think that helps me be able to play because you don't really think as much. And also just my teammates put me in great positions. So, and like you said, I might have a double team or I might have a shooter on me, so I have a better angle. So I think both of those things sort of help me.
You too?
I mean, guys, 5 straight leading into conference play. How does it feel as a team? You guys are clicking. Just tell me, what do you think is expected for conference?
To win, the whole thing.
I'll say.
We expect to win every game we play. But honestly, it feels good to have a little momentum going into conference play because we've been in this spot before where we haven't had that momentum. And we treat every game like it's Cincinnati, and we realize Cincinnati was just this year the biggest game on our schedule in terms of school and Power 5. And we challenged our team. I think that's the biggest challenge for us is you have to come out mentally and prepare the same way for each team, no matter what their record is, no matter who they are. It's just the most important game because it's the next game on the schedule. And in conference play, our conference is tough. We've got such good teams in our league, and we have to be ready every single night. So to have a little bit of momentum gives us confidence and gives our team confidence, which I'm happy for them for. But also, it's just one game at a time, and we are not looking past. We didn't look past tonight into Friday, and the next game is Friday, and we're not looking past Friday, and we'll look to the next game when we get there. So, feels good to be on a 5-game winning streak. I hope it continues, and I hope we can continue to grow and learn through our winning. But like I said, our league is tough, and it'll be fun to kind of see how it all shakes out because it's pretty good up there at the top. So pretty competitive. Thanks.
Thank you.